Okay. Um, so I'm gonna soon. You'll see a lot more videos of my body cam because reality is being distorted, and they use these losers, right? I mean, they are childlike people. For me, it's just like they comical, and even when they talk to me, it's just like a child trying to sound sincere. It's like a child trying to convince you of something that you know is falsified, and this child is making themselves speak in a way that's supposed to be mysticful, sensible, and serious. And when I say talk to me, as I'm saying via V2K, these childlike individuals' job is to make me accept manipulations that are being forced onto me. Some of them as obvious that they're manipulation because they are trying to distort even my memories of what happened. And also because this technology has the ability to make you perceive things in different ways. They want you to be subscriptive of it and they start talking like, and I did this, we did, it's you. You're gonna be boiling. And try to disorient. And this is literally how they want me. That's how they sound. That's how they're making themselves sound. I know you look at them in person. Yeah, please talk to me the way you were talking to me before. This trash and losers wanted to make me see this program as everything else by a government program that is experimenting and developing this technology onto civilians all around the world that can do nothing about it. But they wanted me to look at them as like this femme fatale. It's our money. You're a pedophile. When in reality, these people do this pedophile type of torture to entities contracting these losers talking to me in this fashion are filled with pedophiles, and they have the same tactics of trying to gaslight somebody into accepting this falsification. Now, let me just introduce myself properly. I'm a target individual, and on August 19, 2019, what happened to me is I started experiencing V2K, which is when I hear this childlike individual interacting with me, trying to make me subscribe to these things. And also experiencing manipulations of my thoughts, my memories, and my perceptions. Ever since that day, everything I experience is being manipulated in ways that I will not experience in a natural way. And so every day they bring up things they've manipulated and try to make me be nervous and subscriptive, and then they tell me when they do these manipulations or when they bring up a manipulation they make me experience, they're like, oh, we're gonna frame you. Because they think that is something that's gonna validate this manipulation. Or they wanna box in this false manipulation that I experience. For example, first of all, this is a body cam that I always have on me. Everywhere I go, I have this, it's visible, people can see that I have it on me. And the reason why I have it on me is to ensure that people who want to come up with this fantasy, I can always pull up the reality of what was happening versus what's happening to my brain. You'll see a lot more of those. And they're gonna try to gaslight you to make you accept falsifications that are happening in your brain. For example, I was in a train looking down because I know there's a bunch of kids. It's early morning, going to work. I'm looking down, and I can see on the side this person keep walking back and forth, like she was just walking around, trying to get closer to me. I'm sitting down in the train. She's standing up, and a second there's like I'm not even sure if it's a girl or it's a boy because I'm looking at the shoes. I can see big shoes, at least what looks like big shoes. But I see this person coming closer, and I can see she's like trying to position herself so they can create some perception. I'm like, oh, this is so disgusting. I get tired because this person moves around, like, and I can see her just like, and this is not a full train, but she keeps like moving around, trying to get closer, and I'm sitting down, and she she just like, and I get mad. I'm like, okay, this person is just annoying. I just get up. I get up. I look at her. This is a little kid, a little 15-year-old kid. This is a tiny little thing. And she looks at me, she gets scared, and she kind of like she go into her exit. I was like, this trash. All along, they were trying to make me have this perception of this kid in these different ways. And she was wearing shorts, so they were trying to make me perceive this kid's legs in these ways when she's like a little tiny little thing. I'll get up and see her. She's like, oh my gosh. And she was moving around, trying to get positions. Like, she was getting close to me, like, non-stop. I was like, what's wrong? Like, it got annoying. Because these kids, I don't know what they incentivize them to do. Like, I don't know if it's financial. I don't know if they see it as a game. But they truly, like, do their best to, like... And you can see, like, she's kind of almost stressing about it to the point where she's moving around me. Now, I have this for a reason. Because in my mind, the way they were trying to make me imagine this in different ways. Now, you see how disturbing these trash are? They're having these kids, right? These 15-year-olds try to be seen in these disturbing ways. These kids know that my mind can be manipulated to perceive things in different ways. It doesn't take much. They can make me perceive a child like an adult. And when I was not able to see exactly who was doing that, they were creating these perceptions like, I know this is not real. I know this perception is not real, because even when I look at this person's shoes, at one point I thought it was like an adult, a man, because the shoe size. I was like, these big shoes, like, they were playing my perceptions. I get up, I see this tiny little, you know what they've done in my brain? Oh, thighs. And there's like this tiny little nothingness. They've done that to a 9-year-old baby, by the way. So this kid that's like 15 years old, honestly, it's sad to say it's not the worst. But this tiny little thing. And she looked at me like, and I'm like, she got scared. Because I think she knows, at this point, everybody knows that he's getting things that he was not getting naturally. He's getting mad because he's frustrated that he's forced to perceive things in this way. These kids understand that. Their job is to if he sees me, they're going to manipulate him to have these perceptions in these ways. This is what this technology can do. This is why they call themselves gods. Because this technology has the ability to make you perceive things that you will not perceive in a sexual way. These little things, these little nothings, these little kids will do nothing to me. But absolutely nothing. It's not even like a kid that you won't know as a child. This is like a child that's obviously like a tiny little 15-year-old teenage kid, a little freshman or somebody who just about to start high school. And trying their best to make me look at her in a sexual way. And she was moving around. Like she was uncomfortable, like not uncomfortable, it's like she was stressing. She was mad about she had a goal to be seen. And she was moving around, and I was looking down, and she kept moving around, kept trying to be seen, doing her best. And so throughout the day today, all they were trying to do is make me think of it in the different ways. Try to be like, but yeah, for that moment when she moved there, that you thought this thing was that. And it's like, you can play with my perception. When I got up and I saw, I had this little nothing, it's like, oh, that's why they were playing my perception. Just look at this little nothing. And then you hear this trash, oh, we're gonna frame you, I'm gonna frame you. It's like, yeah, trash, you do nasty shit. You work for these governmental entities where there's actually pedophile picking up kids like this. You can't even say the name of a man who picked up kids that young, even younger than her. That's reality. You are the trash these governmental entities contract to do these things. Use your menacing tonalities, your sincere tonalities. I'll see you for what you are. In my brain, they try to bring up some stupidity, billiard. You see, these people want you to accept this fantasy, this pathetic shit that can't even say the name of a pedophile. And out here forcing these kids that humiliate themselves. I'm going to humiliate them. I will humiliate, because when I got up and I looked at her, she got scared, she walked away. Because she noticed that he's getting angry, this person, like she kept trying to walk. It was just annoying. It's like, they told her, like, please, he has to see you. Like, better go. And she was just moving around. I got tired. I looked at her. I was like, this trash is just annoying. And she got scared, and she's trash. And you have this trash who are trying to present themselves as these warriors. They are war. They're not a war. They work for governmental entities who actually happen to have a lot of pedophiles. And their job is to try to convince you and make you acceptive of this manipulation as if it's you. And they're doing this whole nasty manipulations in my brain. It's like, oh no, but we're fools. Like, listen, I know what you do to women and children. I know this pedophilia type of torture is something you've done systematically. As I'm hearing some person interacting via VTOK tell me how I'm gonna bob, they've done that to women. They live in their cars because they don't want to be radiated in their apartment. They torture their children sexually. And now they're having these children try to be seen and forcing me to get perceptions, try to create perception, which even now they are even adding layers. I was seeing this person now, they're even making this kid's legs in a more voluptuous way. This is nothing, this little, and I have this here. This is reality. In my head, try to do their best to make me perceive in this kid. And I know when I'm gonna show this video, because I will, you're gonna see a lot of more videos coming from here that I have here. I make sure it's visible. I have it like on my chest. You can see it. When you do your thing, understand you're on camera. When you try to be seen and everything else, you're on camera. If you think this, if you think you look like in my mind, I know they can manipulate me, but you're gonna see yourself for the true person that you are. In my head, they're bringing up this kid that was holding a purse in this way. When I was bringing the video, they tried to make me look at one point in a sexual way, just with her belly and everything. Humiliation. While I'm in the train, some kids try to grab my like private area or like close to it. Another kid, when I was walking home, she just like crossed by me and then started hitting me. I have a camera. Tried to hit me with her butt in a private area. I just dodged it. I was like, trash. This is the shit that these people contract. Sorry, this is the shit that these people are. Utilizing trash like that. They call it being at war. I have this. Now, the way they try to come up with to counter reality. Now, Billie Eilish. I'm like, oh, go look Billie Eilish and see the video I'm talking about. Delusional shit. And then they tell me how they're gonna frame it. Yes, people who do what you do. People who are willing to manipulate men and women in these pedophilia ways and try to make somebody accept this manipulation. What do you think they do? They don't live in reality. They create fraudulency. They frame. It's on par with what you guys do. I'll be shocked if they weren't framing. Because they are doing that. They are manipulating a false reality. That's what framing is. Is create something that is not true and make it true. Or make it appear is true. That is framing. This is the whole goal of what they do. So I'm hearing this trash like, no, we met. We did it. Like, go, like, leave these nasty things. Do all these things you do to people and then you'll die, like you said. Loser like you who is a nobody. Who's a trash? The government will, if they want him, the government will let me kill them. Matter of fact, it'll be even better. They'll be like, oh, we love this. Go for it. Kill. And nothing. That is out here using her tonality now, which it's you, it's a her. I was like, trash. I will never let them live their fantasy. This is why I wear this. And these pedos doing their best to disorient me. They try not to talk about this person, Ocean. If you've seen her and you see who I'm going to show you, you'll be like, what the hell? These people live off humiliating life and try to call it being at war because it's so humiliating that the way they can justify being this self-humiliated is to call it war. While they're in their PJs, is far from war. Things they implement to me is done specifically technologically. I'm a human subject. But to gaslight me into accepting these things, they have to dumb themselves down. They have to become almost on the spectrum. Some of them are already on the spectrum. But they call them being at war because as they have to do things that are humiliating and dignified. But it's not war. You just got contracted to do this retarded. Yeah, these people were contracted to utilize their stupidity to become on the spectrum for this technology to work, to agitate me, and obviously to try to make me subscribe to this. These gaslighting tactics are not working, but what's working is this V2K. I can't do anything about that. I'm going to be forced to think in these retarded ways. I'm going to continuously be forced to perceive children in these disturbing ways. They're going to try to block it out and create this logic with this retardation, which I'm thankful I had the opportunity to make videos and put things back in perspective as they try their best to make me subscribe to these nasty things. I will never identify with this persona they've put together. And this retardation, you have been contracted to act accordingly, regardless of the tonality. There's even guys that try to talk, no, you won't. He'll boil you. It's like, I'll jump in that boiling water, or whatever it is. Because the life that you live needs to be highlighted the way it's highlighted. Like, I need to continuously let them understand that this death I'm going to go through, regardless of how I scream. I'm just thankful that I didn't work for X amount of days or hours or months or years, making myself damn near retarded, playing with my voice, sounding in certain ways, try to sound these gimmicky ways to make somebody make somebody believe he's somebody he's not, that he knows he's not. He knows he's not experiencing this naturally. But because my job as a contracted trash is to gaslight somebody, to brainwash somebody into accepting something that he's not subscribing to, so he's saying it for what it is. Well, you are here trying to claim you're at war. You don't have to be. You're in your PJs. You're in your utmost comfortable attires, apparels. You're not at war. You're not in danger. You're sitting there waiting to time, well, not even time, waiting for this device to let you know what to implement next. A child 10 years younger than you can do what you do. They're trash. So to all my target individuals, if you start seeing like videos of me walking around, this is because I have this. I have this on my chest. Everybody can see it. You'll see people who participate in my targeting, acting accordingly. You'll see kids doing their best to be seen. You see them try to flip their hair. That's the thing. Like everybody flip their hair. Apparently, that's when I'm supposed to get this reaction. I think that's what makes them good looking. It's like, oh, and I've seen little kids just doing their little thing. I was like, ugh. It's disgusting. But they can force me to get stimulation. Once I saw somebody in the car in front of me. You can't see anything. But you see only like a dark silhouette. And you can see the hair. And you see somebody just doing his hair. I got stimulation. It's like, oh my gosh. These people are delusional. To all my target individuals, stay strong. And know that justice will be done because these losers are trash.